go. Right, let's save this blasted thing before I go any further. Right, it's got to be a map. Where are we going? We're going there! Alrighty. Let's go down here. Don't cry for me, return. It's like in the in my inventory, I've got stuff I've never used yet, like the ring and what else have I got? Not the camera. There was another thing. There was a flashlight, wasn't there? I wonder if I use that in here. Oh, probably not. Oh. Now I can use my flashlight. I was wondering when I was going to use it. I was in a darkened place. Still complain bloody amnesia again. God help me all. If you don't know what that is, you can watch on my channel, but my god, I was scared to death about that game. It wasn't a good, well, it was a good game, but my god, it was... Ah, Baphomet. Now, is that it? Do I think that's it? Can't be all the way down here just for that one thing. Eyeballs. Right, do we think we've got Baphomet now? Right, let's get out of here and see if we can go and speak to the inspector. Because we needed evidence, don't we, or something? What's the way out?
Ah, Mr. McPherson, I was just thinking about you. Good to see you again. Have you brought me any more culprits?
I certainly do.
Your charge of murder against Hellouin just doesn't hold water, Inspector Lebrun. Another man is dead. Hulot. Albert Hulot was killed in the same circumstances as the Whites and Mallet.
In other words, the accomplice is still out there.
Bugger.
We've been barking up the wrong tree from the start, Inspector. The Whites never were the Whites.
The Whites were not the Whites? McPherson, what are you talking about?
Ruby and Regis are not the real names of the Orphée victims. I have in my possession a ring that clearly indicates the woman's name was Faye.
That does not prove anything, Macpherson. What about all the sweet talk, huh? Faye and Ferry. Of course. Why complicate things to my Ferry with love?
A letter. A letter signed Sophia Blake confirms that they were hired to commit a robbery. The letter is addressed to Faye and Jerome Johnson, Inspector.
Thieves? What did they steal then, Macpherson? We did not find anything in their room, and moreover, no one has brought up charges. Explain that.
Well, they're dead, aren't they?
I don't know. In reality, Inspector, this entire business is extremely complicated.
Right. Listen, Macpherson. If you find out anything else, come back and see me then. Ah, Mr. Macpherson, I was just thinking about you. Good to see you again. Have you brought me any more culprits?
If you have any doubts about d'Alpin's involvement, I have something that will convince you, Inspector. A glass vial, taken from his home, identical to the one found broken in the White's room.
Macpherson, Grégoire d'Alpin is surely not the only man in the world to own such a vial. It proves nothing.
Stop protecting d'Alpin. He's the only man in Paris who can obtain these vials. The only one capable of putting this gas inside them. The purple gas he uses to put his victims to sleep.
Leave the vial with me. I will have it examined.
Bloody hell.
Here you are.
Thank you, Macpherson.
Inspector Lebrun, what I have shown you is irrefutable proof of Elouin's innocence. I found the knife used to cut off the victims' heads.
The murder weapon must be a knife of extreme precision, medical precision, with an incredibly sharp blade. Show me what you have, Macpherson.
This is the murder weapon, just as I found it at Grégoire d'Alpin's home.
Thank you, Macpherson.
D'Alpin. D'Alpin is dead. He's been dead for over a week.
What are you talking about? If anything happens to Mr. d'Alpin, I assure you heads will roll.
I saw his body with my own eyes. I can feel these deaths in my soul. Elouin is not the culprit, believe me.
That's right, Macpherson. We shall see. We shall see.
One gold, one brass. One at d'Alpin's, the other at Kaufner's. 2 ancient coins. These prove that both men were involved in the murders.
Everyone has the right to collect ancient coins. Anyway, what has Dr. Kaufner to do with all this?
That is too much. Will you never face up to the facts? You know as well as I do that coins like these were found on all the victims.
How do you know about the coins?
A couple of anonymous sources are enough to keep me abreast.
Beauvais will get an earful about this. Leave the coins with me. They are evidence.
No way. You said so yourself. This is evidence. I'll wait until real charges have been brought.
As you wish, Macpherson. As you wish.
But Inspector, Elouin and Hulot never met. He had no motive for killing him.
Elouin had never met the Whites, but he killed them nonetheless. Albert Hulot was probably another embarrassing witness.
I'm not giving up, Inspector. Quite the opposite. I will be back when I have some news.
Fine, Macpherson. Come back whenever you want. You know where to find me. Ah, Mr. Macpherson, I was just thinking about you. Good to see you again. Have you brought me any more culprits?
I'm not giving up, Inspector. Quite the opposite. I will be back when I have some news.
Fine, Macpherson. Come back whenever you want. You know where to find me.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. Do I go down into that thingamajiggy and stick that head onto his thingamajiggy?
Mr. Macpherson, did you know that in Tarot, the hanged man is not put to death, but confronted by his destiny instead? Arriving at his journey's end, he is able to see his life again from a new angle. Sometimes, a man thinks of certain events again and discovers that he was tricked, betrayed.
McPherson! Help me, Gustav! Don't let him! He's insane!
This painful blow, this moment when our convictions, our beliefs, our passions are shattered. When you discover your life has been nothing but lies, trickery.
McPherson! Help me down! He'll kill me! He'll kill you! Like he killed all the others! He killed them all! That Kaufner, he killed them!
Judged! All guilty of having tricked me, betrayed me, stolen from me. Just as you did Blake. And just as she tricked and betrayed you too, Mr. Macpherson. The Baphomet is mine. It has been mine for centuries. It is my immortality. Give me back the head, Macpherson, or she will be sentenced before the tribunal of God.
You've lost your mind, Kaufner. You've been exposed. You are the killer. You're a monster.
I am the sole judge of my actions.
But this object has no power, Kaufner. Not this object, not any object. There's never been any such magic. Trying to prove the contrary has made you lose your mind.
Ah! Become my successor, Macpherson. I will initiate you into the power of Baphomet.
The Baphomet has wrecked your life, just as I will in turn wreck the Baphomet.
Good or bad, I don't know.
Hey! Don't forget me!
No. You'll get my bill within the next few days. And the police should be turning up any moment.
What happened to Kaufner?
What do you think? The cops carted him off, and he's rotting in jail now.
What some people will do for power.
Yes, some people would do anything for power and money, but not us.
well, finally I finished the game. If you made it this far, well done. It's not a bad game. I mean, it has its issues, I would say. The issues, I would say, is the fact that at certain points you do definitely need to look at some sort of walkthrough or something to try and fathom out what the hell is going on. It all seemed to happen downstairs in that bloody in that cellar thing. That's where I had to really figure things out. But yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's pretty good. The story's pretty cool. It's a bit weird though. Sometimes old McPherson's in what is he, in the cellar, and then 2 seconds later it's in his studio. It's like, what the hell? And you don't like, sometimes when you have the options to pick things in the audio, you think, oh, do I have a choice? Well, you do, but you don't really. You have to go through the motions, but sometimes you don't. Sometimes you can select them, and then the annoying thing is you can't skip through them. So sometimes with these kind of games you can click on them, and when you've realised it's saying, oh, hello there, Mr. McPherson, you think, oh, I've already heard this bit. You can press escape or space bar or left click, and it skips through it. But this one doesn't, so you got to listen to the whole damn thing. It's interesting to see that she wasn't all she, the Blake at the end. That was kind of cool. I was glad that he left her there, because she basically sold him out. Yeah, it's not a bad game. It was from Canada when I was just reading the credits there. Hence the reason why there's a lot of French names and stuff. But that's fine. Yeah, I'm glad I played it. Well, there you go. I'll do a review later, but hopefully you've enjoyed watching this Let's Play of Post Mortem. It's a bit gory now and then, and a bit weird, but good. I've got other Let's Plays in my collection. Other games like this, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. You can have a look. Alcatraz, I suppose, and that's like the switch between 2 characters, and a couple of others that do that. Anyway, like I say, hopefully you've enjoyed watching this Let's Play of Post Mortem. Leave a comment in the comments box below if you've liked this game, don't like this game, you're curious about it, you played it maybe. You got infuriated as I did on a few things, killed me off. I had that glitch, that weird glitch. When I saw on my screen with that worm thing, the cursor that went weird. It wasn't flickering. Like when I watched the video back, it was flashing like a nutter. But on my screen, it was not. It was just smooth all the way around. It was weird. Anyway, leave the old thumbs up if you want to. Subscribe to my channel if you wish. Maybe suggest other games similar to this. I mean, I've got quite a few in my channel, in my Steam channel, but I can always have a look for some others. Okay, well, thank you and goodbye.